Hey guys, what's going on? James here, and in this video today, we're going to be taking a look at Lance Zierlein's mock draft 1.0 and who he had the Tampa Bay Buccaneers selecting in round one. And to be honest, we've reviewed some other experts' mock drafts, right? And it's been a bit of a mixed bag. But whenever we take a look at what Lance Zierlein did here, it's honestly pretty realistic. He has the Buccaneers selecting Nick Scorton out of Texas A&M. Now, Nick Scorton is the 27th player on Pro Football Focus's big board. Okay, he is 6'4", 285 pounds, had a grade of 80.1 this past season, did not post the flashiest numbers in the world, 4 sacks, 4 quarterback hits, 28 quarterback hurries though, which is pretty impressive in my opinion. He had a pass rush grade of 80.6. That is towards the top of college football, near elite. A run defense grade of 74.4, which is well above average. A true pass set pass rush grade of 82.5. That is near elite levels. A pass rush win rate grade of 17.4%. That is towards the top of college football. And a run stopping grade of 7.3%. That is well above average in terms of college football. Whenever you take a look at his overall snap count, he played 14 snaps in 2024 in the B gap, 39 overall snaps over a tackle, 500 snaps outside the tackle, and 4 snaps as an off-ball player. So Scorton's a guy that can do it all, right? And I like this pick from Lance Zierlein. I like that Scorton is able to have run-stopping ability as well as pass-rushing ability as well. Is he an absolute, Mike Green or, thing along those lines in terms of pass-rushing ability? No, not necessarily, but he is coming out of a very solid organization in Texas A&M who has played a lot of solid schools. Notre Dame, Florida, Arkansas, LSU, South Carolina, Texas, Auburn. So Nick Scorton's had to go up against some of the better players in the nation, right? And that's good. I think that can sharpen him for the NFL level, okay? And I'm not necessarily saying that Nick Scorton would come out of the gate and be a all-star like caliber starting edge defender for the Bucs, right? But let's say you do bring in a starting caliber veteran and you do bring in Nick Scorton and you have Yaya Diaby there and maybe you bring back an Anthony Davis or something and you have Chris Braswell there or Anthony Davis. I've been watching NBA too much. Anthony Nelson, and you have Chris Braswell is in there as well. You've got a pretty formidable, and maybe Shaq Barrett's in there to help coach and help the young guys, right? Like you've improved your pass rushing group significantly, in my opinion, right? And it's a deep pass rushing group at that. Even if you just have Scorton, a veteran, Braswell, and Yaya Diaby, those 4 guys give you a lot of potential, right? If Braswell can get it going in year number 2, if Yaya Diaby makes that leap that I talked about in a video not too long ago, if you do bring in a starting caliber veteran, maybe it's Trey Hendrickson, maybe it's somebody else, right? But if you've got multiple starting caliber pass rushers, I think that you could see this defense dramatically improve, right? And I'm not saying that the Bucs should just draft Scorton, go, all right, we're good. We've got Nick Scorton, we've got Yaya Diaby, we've got Chris Braswell. We feel really good, right? Because they can't necessarily afford to do that because it's very evident that they need to bring in a veteran, right? But if you, add to a room in the draft with a guy like Nick Scorton, and you've already got that veteran, you've already got Yaya, you've already got Braswell, who hopefully comes into his own in year number 2, you're feeling good, right? You're feeling good about that pass rush. You're feeling a lot better than what it was a year ago, right? And I would have no issues with this. I think the Buccaneers should focus on defense early on in the NFL draft. I think getting an edge defender, you can never have enough good edge defenders. That's what they always say, right? And overall, it would be a solid move, right? It would be a solid move. Now, and I especially don't mind Scorton at pick 19 because it's like, hey, your top edge rushers are likely going to be off the board anyway. I'm talking about like Abdul Carter is obviously not going to be there. You take a look at some of the other names that are going to be in there. James Pierce Jr. might not be there, Right. Mike Green probably isn't going to be there. That'd be great if he was, but if he isn't, Mikael Williams probably won't be there at pick 19, right? Maybe even Shamar Stewart might not be there. And honestly, you could argue that Nick Scourton might be better than Shamar Stewart. So point being is that like it's fine positional value. It's fine. It's great positional value, right? Like I always want them to get an edge rusher, and it's where he's ranked versus where the pick is being made is good as well, in my opinion. So what do you guys think about Nick Scourton? Do you want to see the Buccaneers go after a guy like Scourton? Do you want to see them maybe go for somebody else in terms of positions, maybe a cornerback, maybe a middle linebacker? Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions. I'd love to hear it down in the comments section below. Guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Hope y'all enjoyed. As always, I'll see you all in the next video or the next live stream. But until then, and as always, guys, goodbye for now, and go Bucs.